Do that
I'm
again.
from a city called McKinney. It's just right outside of Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
30 miles north. 30 miles north.
Okay. Cool. What's your last name? I don't even know.
It's Stensrud. It's Stensrud.
Wait, I'm gonna put it in my phone
Okay.
so I know how to spell it. I mean, so I remember. How do you spell it?
Stensrud.
Steenensrud.
Only one N.
One N.
Mm-hmm.
I said.
No, sorry, only one E.
Oh, okay.
Stensrud.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Stenstrud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's 1 minute. How old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23?
Mm-hmm.
And you served a mission?
Yeah. I served in the Salt Lake City South Mission.
I remember that.
I got home about a year ago.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
English speaking?
English, yeah.
That's nice. Tell me about your family.
Okay, so I have 2 brothers and a sister. My parents, and of course my parents met at BYU. My older brother is married. He lives here in Rexburg, and I actually worked with him at Nielsen's.
Oh.
Off Second West.
Oh, that's cool. He's going to school?
Yeah, he's finishing up school. I think he's finishing this semester. And he's married. As I mentioned, he's married for about 2 years. And my little brother, he's 4 years younger than me, and he's on a mission in Mexico right now.
Mm.
He just got made his own leader recently. He's been out for about 10 months, I think. And my sister is 17. She's a senior in high school. She does cosmetology. She's in cosmetology school. And yeah, she used to play volleyball, which she quit. She doesn't play volleyball anymore. She's just doing hair and whatnot. She plans on going to BYU for a year before going on her mission.
Mm.
So.
And where are you in? Like, are you like in the middle?
I'm second of 4, so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just your one brother is married?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have kids?
He doesn't have kids yet, no.
Cool. So did you grow up in Texas?
No, I was born in Provo, Utah. My parents are going to school there. And my dad was finishing up his master's degree while my mom taught elementary school. She taught 3rd and 4th grade. And once he graduated, he got a job. He graduated, I think, when I was about 4 years old, or maybe that's just when we moved. But anyways, he got a job, I think at a hospital in human resources. So I don't think he wasn't a doctor or anything, but he did the human resources part of it. I think it's called St. Angelo's Hospital in Fresno, California. So we moved there when I was 4. Stayed there for 3 years, and then his friend was leaving his job at Pepsi, which was in Florida, and they needed someone who speaks Spanish to do HR over there. My dad served a mission in Bolivia, so he knew Spanish. And so his friend helped get the job in Florida, and so he moved to Miami, where he started his job at Pepsi. And he's been transferred a few times since, so he got transferred to got transferred to Pennsylvania when I was in 4th grade, so what is that, like 10 years old? And then he got transferred to Texas when, when I was 13, so we've been there for about 10 years, and he's been transferred a few times, but luckily it's been pretty nearby in Texas, so we haven't had to move, so we've been there for the longest.
Cool. So, did you come here before you went on your mission, or did you just go and then
Yeah, so I was 18 when I came here, and I kind of came here because I wanted to go to University of Arkansas. That's where all my friends were going. I don't have many non-member friends back at home, and they're all going to University of Arkansas. And I applied there and I got in, but if you had certain GPA and ACT score, you could get in-state tuition. And I missed in-state tuition by like 0.01 GPA or something like that. And so obviously it was a good thing because then my parents said that they would pay for it if I went to BYU. And so I went to BYU originally just because, or BYU just because they paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
And but I didn't have a very good attitude about it. I actually ended up failing out of, I think I passed one class and it was Mission Prep with like 72. And so I failed out and went home and went to community college. And I actually failed most of my classes there too. And then about a year after that, I went on my mission. So I was about 20 and a half when I went on my mission.
Okay.
And I was inactive during most of that time when I was at home in between BYU and my mission.
So is this like your third semester here?
Yeah, technically it's my fourth if you count the first one, but it's my third being back.
Okay.
I stayed year round, so I came back for the winter semester, and I stayed for spring, which is my off track, and then now the fall, so third semester.
What's your major?
It's communications.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. What do you want to do?
Well, not everyone in our class is communications, so.
Yeah.
So originally what I wanted to do was I wanted to be a professor at one of the BYU schools and teach like a religion class. And the route that I would have gone there is teach seminary first in like Utah or Idaho or something where it's a paid position, and then maybe a CS teacher, and then hopefully become a professor. But I was a little worried. It's pretty competitive. That like seminary teachers are a pretty competitive field. A lot of people want to do it, and it's not very high paying, and you can get stuck there for a long time. And so for that reason, for financial reason, I think I want to do that more like as a retirement sort of thing. And I'm more just decided that I chose communications because I thought it was something that I would enjoy. Because I don't really like the writing portion of it, like in our writing class. I do like the speaking portion of it, though. Like I'm in a public speaking class, I don't really like that.
Cool.
But I just thought it was something I would enjoy. I could get done with it fast because I want to get my master's in a business degree at BYU Provo or somewhere else. That's kind of what my dad did. He got his bachelor's in psychology, but then he switched to master's. He switched to a master's degree in business for his master's program, and then got human resources. I'm kind of thinking that's kind of what I want to do because, he's always had a pretty good job. I mean, he's worked his way up, but he's always had pretty good hours. I was usually home by 5 o'clock or whatnot.
What's his job?
He's human resource manager at Pepsi.
Oh.
And so, and he's always been able to be home on time and or had a good time, spend time with the family. He's had weekends off for his whole time, and he's also been able to do some traveling with my mom a lot and with us sometimes because his job allowed it. So.
Cool.
Something that might be something I probably want to do. And he enjoys it, so. And he and I have pretty similar personalities, so I think I'd probably enjoy it too.
Sounds like a nice job. It's only been 9 minutes.
It's been 9 minutes?
Yeah. Well, I guess I probably have enough background information. So, now for the profile essay part. I don't know what to ask. Like, is there something you want my paper to be on? Like something that happened to you? Or something interesting? I don't know.
My life's been kind of boring. I mean, the only thing I think of is I could tell you about like my conversion story,
That would be cool
but
if
I'm
you
not
want.
sure. Yeah, I can. That's the only thing I can think of. Any other useful information I played baseball growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball. I switched to. I had switched to, and so I grew up playing baseball, and I started playing basketball in 8th grade, and I made the C team reserve, and so pretty much I only played if someone got hurt or didn't make grades,
Yeah.
and so kind of how it worked is when we posted up the teams, they had the A team, B team, and C team, and on the last part it said Jared said you'd see coach at lunchtime or something like that. So when I talked to him, he offered me a spot at the C team reserve. And so I was just kind of happy that I was on the team though. But anyways, I ended up playing all throughout high school. I ended up starting on varsity my senior year, and so I kind of worked into that better. And I played baseball my whole life, and I didn't make the team my freshman year. And I went and I talked to the coach. Because baseball was like my passion at the time. I loved playing baseball. I had basketball too, but baseball I played growing up. I went and talked to the coach, which was like really scary at that age.
Yeah.
I was 14, and I asked him for another chance. He gave me the chance to try out, and I did a lot better. I made the team. I think something about that kind of shook my confidence a little bit in baseball, and I ended up quitting my sophomore year. And then there's a new coach. He heard that I pitched, and he came by and asked me to play junior year. So I played junior year, and I earned a starting spot, and then I kind of messed it up because I got so nervous that I made a lot of mistakes, and so I lost my starting spot, and then I ended up I didn't play senior either, so I ended up playing basketball, and basketball's now my main sport, so it kind of switched. And then let's see.
Are those the only two sports you did?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed playing football, but I never played in an organized league until I played the one here this year.
Oh, okay.
I never played like with pads on until this year. So after that I went to BYU, and as I said, I did really poor there. And I actually kind of went inactive or less active at BYU because my parents weren't there to make me go to church and whatnot, so I probably went 2 or 3 times that semester. And I came home, and then I started working at Home Depot while I was going to community college. I worked as a lot loader, so I was good at push the carts and help people load. And I worked on Sundays, and so I wasn't going to church at all. I worked every Sunday, and I never really asked for Sundays off either because I kind of used it as a reason why I couldn't go to church with my parents. And so I kind of got into a little bit of trouble with partying before I went to BYU, but not too bad. Because when I got home, when I came home after BYU, then I started hanging out with my old friends again, and started going off track a lot, like partying a lot and doing a lot of things that aren't, in line with the gospel. And I didn't plan, like my parents asked me if I started a mission. I was told I wasn't going to start a mission, and they should leave me alone about it. And I always kind of pictured myself like not living, like not being Mormon in the future, like not having a Mormon lifestyle. And eventually I just got so unhappy. Like I didn't realize it at first, but one day I just kind of woke up and realized how unhappy I was. And I think the main thing was I realized that my life wasn't really going to go anywhere if I didn't make some changes, because when I fell out of college, I wouldn't have gone back. I already fell twice, so I think there'd be a point in going back. And just working at Home Depot, pushing carts, and I realized my life kind of wasn't going anywhere. I didn't do anything about it at first, and I got a job doing pesticides. I think it was a huge blessing because my mom told me like, hey, this guy in our ward or state who owns a pesticide company, he has some openings for the summer. You should give him a call. And I said, oh yeah, and just being lazy, I didn't call him for a couple of weeks, even though it was a job I would have liked a lot more. I called him and after a couple weeks I was like, man, I just need to call him because that could be an opportunity. And so I called him and he said, yeah. He said, yeah, you can come down tomorrow and interview. Anyways, I got the job and Jesse's Bar Bar Steak. And of course they didn't run on Sundays anyways. He didn't run Sundays. And so I didn't have a choose not to go to church, so I went to church. And he also let me come in late to go to PPC, or sorry, not missionary MPC, which is Missionary Preparation Center, which is it's just what you do at the church. I don't know if you've heard of them. Pretty much like people who are going on the mission to stay get together, and usually some of the bishops are there and the stake presidents, and they just do little things that help you practice to help you prepare to be a missionary.
Okay.
And I was on Saturday mornings, and he let me come in late on Saturday mornings, and so I was able to do that. And I didn't want to do that. My dad, kind of not really made me, but kind of made me, but it was really good. He did. And so I started planning going on a mission. Then my brother came on his mission. And I kind of knew he was going to, my parents were going to have him try to talk me going on a mission.
Where did he serve?
He served in Florida, Orlando, Florida.
Oh.
And so, which kind of works, that's kind of close to where we lived.
Hmm.
But, so I was ready for that. I was ready to put my walls up when he tried talking about going on a mission. But I did see how much he loved his mission, and that kind of got me to think, I was wondering how could he love it so much if